I am a big fan of cover testing online. For one thing, it's free and immediate feedback. I found when I was at Golf Magazine, although I initially resisted online cover testing, eventually I embraced it, and it turned out to be a very powerful tool for us, and we were able to raise newsstand sales by 4 to 6%, and that is not an insignificant number. If you can narrow down what it is you want to know about, you can't have too many choices because you will not get a meaningful result. You could compare, for example, two completely different images with the same cover lines, two slightly different images with the same cover lines, two of the same image with different cover lines. Those would be sort of the main things. You also have to strip away a lot of the secondary elements because they won't show up on a small thing. You need to isolate what it is that you want to test. Amazingly, in all the cover testing that we did, there was never like a 50-50 split. There was always some really clear response that was sometimes unexpected, but when you get 600 to 1,000 messages in a week, the readers have spoken. Also, we gave them the opportunity to one click off of the poll to actually send me an email message about their preferences and tell me why they made the choice that they did. And so I would get a flood of email, which was fascinating, immediate feedback. Sometimes the readers are not always the same people as the ones who are online. They tend to skew a little younger and a little less affluent. Nonetheless, they gave us very valuable feedback about what would work better for us on the newsstand. Through controlled regional testing, we were able to verify that. People love to have people ask their opinion. So it works in generating goodwill from like, hey, they want to know what I think about the cover. That's great. We'd say, we want to know what you think about our new covers. Give us your opinion. So click here. Then they go to a page where there are two choices or sometimes three, and we say, pick your favorite. And then I had access to a proprietary page that would show me the percentages, the number of responses and the percentages. And then I would print those out and bring those to meetings with my editors. Before then, I would go to a meeting and the circulation people would weigh in and this publisher would weigh in, and of course everybody had an opinion. Oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Now I was coming in with the goods. Okay, hey, what do you think our readers picked? And that was fantastic. It completely changed the way we did covers, truthfully. Someone asked me just today, what about your competitors? They could go online and see what you're doing. And the truth is, yes, if they know, it's probably too late for them to completely change their cover story anyway. And even if they know what you're doing, you have to weigh that against the benefit of what you're learning from the people who are responding. But the readers are not always going to tell you what you think. Sometimes they didn't choose what you thought they were going to choose. So you have to be ready for whatever they come back with. And you can respond to it or not, but it is what it is. It's good feedback.